Previously on Sassy Trains, Gordon, after getting back at Thomas, still felt like committing evil deeds, so he decided to pick on Edward, who was the smallest engine of all. Gordon and the other trains bullied Edward with no mercy whatsoever, just because he was small. Obviously, Edward did not like this. Watch me, Edward, as I rush through with the express. That will be such a splendid sight for you. Goodbye, puny Edward. Be sure to look out for me this afternoon. But Gordon wasn't actually pulling the express that day. He was pulling a dirty, dusty, musty, crusty, and rusty freight train. And he did not like this whatsoever. See what Edward does to get back at Gordon for bullying him and calling him puny in episode 2. Once there was an engine attached to a train who was afraid of a few drops of rain. It went into a tunnel and squeaked through its funnel and wouldn't come out again. The engine's name was Henry. Henry loves his green paint a little too much. Currently has beef with no one. Sass level 5. Brains level 2. Strength level 5.
Ready. Fight.
His driver and fireman argued with him, but he would not move. There's no way I'm coming out of here. The rain will ruin my green paint and red stripes, and that would just be terrible, so I'm just gonna stay in here, thanks. The conductor blew his whistle until he had no more breath, and waved his flag till his arms ached.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
But all the conductor's efforts to get Henry to move were in vain because he still stayed in the tunnel and just blew steam in his face. I'm not gonna ruin my lovely green paint for you. Not you, not the driver, not the fireman, not even the Topham Hat. Nobody gonna make me come out of this tunnel. You understand me? Because there is no way I am ruining this glorious body. Do you understand? I don't get paid enough for this. Then along came Sir Topham Hatt, the man in charge of all the engines on the island of Sodor. We will pull you out, said Sir Topham Hatt, but Henry only blew steam at him. Everyone pulled except for Sir Topham Hatt because, he said, my doctor has forbidden me to pull. But still, Henry stayed in the tunnel. Then they tried pushing from the back. Sir Topham Hatt said, 1, 2, 3, push! But he didn't help. My doctor has forbidden me to push. I can't do this.
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye. Do you understand?
They pushed and pushed. But still, Henry stayed in his tunnel. At last Thomas came along. Henry's driver jumped up and down and yelled to get Thomas to stop since the conductor left with the flag. Everyone argued with Henry. Yes, but it will begin again soon, said Henry. Then what would become of my beautiful green paint then? Thomas pushed and puffed and pushed as hard as ever he could. Henry stayed in the tunnel. Eventually, even Sir Topham Hatt gave up. Okay, Henry, since you want to be a brat about this, then we're just gonna have to take away your rails, he said, and leave you here until you're ready to come out of that tunnel. They took up the old rails and built up a wall in front of Henry so that other trains wouldn't bump into him. All Henry could do was watch the other trains rush by on the other track. He was very sad because he thought no one would ever see his lovely green paint and red stripes ever again.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
As time went on, Edward and Gordon would often pass by, and they would tease poor Henry. Soot, dirt, and spiderwebs got all over Henry from being in the tunnel for so long. His lovely green paint was ruined. Edward called out to Henry, "Hey, Caveman Henry, how's it going in there?" "Ooh ha ha, me Caveman Henry." Then Gordon called out to Henry, "Serves you right, Caveman Henry. Enjoy the cave!" How long do you think Henry will stay in the tunnel? Until he overcomes his fear of rain and decides to journey out again.
1, 2, 3, 4.